Hello everyone, it's Joel again. It's it's me, Joel Dev. And and for this episode, we will move on by adding two text fields for the username or email address, um, and password field. And then I will also, or we will also add a submit button field as well. So uh, let's start by adding a couple of widgets right here. So let's say email field. Okay. By the way, this is just a continuation of our previous lesson. So if you want to uh, be on track, or if you want to watch the previous episodes, just check it out on my channel. Okay. Right. So let's add an email field. Let's add the password field. Oops, sorry about that. Field, and then submit button. Alright, so all of them, of course, they have a red squiggly line. So let me go ahead and create the widgets inside our widgets folder. So the way to do that is I will create an email underscore field dot file, uh, password underscore field dot file, and then submit button. Dot file. Okay, so let's start with the email field. So again, let's import the material.dart file. Let's create the email. So remember, what if we go to our login page, we have this email field right here. We could just copy it and then paste it next to our widget keyword, and then attach curly braces and then add that keyword. So we will create a text field. Okay, because text field is much more flexible than the text. That's why I opted for this one. And for the text field, we have a couple of properties. So since uh, I would like this to be an email, then I would like to customize my keypad a little bit so that it would show an at symbol. So to do that, in order for me to customize this, oops, sorry about that, features, type of action button to use for the keyboard. Okay. Doing this right. Yeah, I think so. So for let's enter the motion. No, I don't think so. Let's review our properties inside. Okay, keyboard type. And then this keyboard type accepts a text input type. So text input action, or what should I put in here? Text input type. Let's just review the documentation. Okay, text input class, or sorry about that, text input type class. So here's your constructor. String. Oh, so it contains a couple of constants, so we could access the constants by adding a period next to this text input type. Okay, so text input type dot, oh, there you go. So we have email address, so we can optimize our keyboard for such. Let's go back to the login page. So I will comment these last two out, and then I will import this by pressing the control and dot on the keyboard, and then import library. Okay, here's the one. So if we save this, ta-da! So we have our keyboard right here, and this one is optimized for email. As you can see, there is an @ symbol on our keyboard. So there you go. Now let's customize our keyboard, or let's customize the field a little bit by adding a decoration. So uh, decoration. The decoration to show around the text field. Okay. Input decoration. Okay. Hint text. Uh, let's say you at sample.com. Oh, sorry about that. It should be a string rather. So you at example.com. So there's our hint right there. Now let's add a label so we know what kind of field is this. So let's put in email address. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Let's try to do that. Mm-hmm. Did it reload now? Oh, I think you did not. So if we reload this, you will notice that there is a label text called email address. However, if we click this, the word email address is removed. So why is that? I think we could go back to our app.dart file. Where is that? Oh, sorry, my bad. I made a mistake because the screens and the widget subfolder should be within or inside the src folder. So to do, I will make some changes right here, but let me just drag this one up and drag the screens right here, and then I will make some corrections. So remove this and just let the magic work by auto import as well as my app.dart file. I will remove this one right here. Okay. So I think our code is clear, much more cleaner than it was. So let's go back to our app.dart. So I've already set the primary swatch as amber, but I did not set the primary color. So for the primary color, let me set it to colors.white. There you go. As you can see, the email address is right here. Okay, so it's being pushed upwards after clicking this field. Let's add some padding here. We could do that by going back to our email field, and then let's wrap this text field. Okay, so the way I do that is I put in my cursor here, and then click Control period, and then select Add Padding, and then so I will change this. So instead of edge insets.all, I will set it to edge insets.only, and set left by 30, right by 30, and then bottom by 10. Or 30, I think 30 would be good. Okay, so we now have the email field. Now let's move on to our password field. So to save time, to shorten our video, you could I don't what do I have here? These services that are that's new. I think I could remove this. Okay. And I will be just copying and pasting this. Okay. And I will make this appear here by removing the comment, and then let me rename this as password field. Okay. And then import that. Press save. Okay. We could so let's set the bottom to 10 instead. Okay. So let's set okay, so I did set the bottom of the email field widget to 10 instead of 30. Okay, so let's go to the password field. So so I will be removing this keyboard type because in a password we don't need this at symbol, right? Or I don't know about any of you, but me personally, I don't use at symbol on my passwords. But if you do, then maybe you could adjust that. So as you can see, there's no uh, password like text input type or text input type action for password. And by the way, if I tap in here, oh, you can see my uh, the letters that I type, but I don't like that. So the way to hide the text that I'm typing is by setting the obscure text to true. Ta-da! So it hides it. So let me do a couple of changes like label text, is the password for hint text. Let's set this to password must be at least 4 characters. Or what if I just say, because this is just an error message rather, so let me just send this by saying password. Okay, so we now have the email address field, and I could scroll down to see the password field. Ta-da! See that action right there? Okay. So let's now add the submit button. So the submit button, if I recall, mm, I think it's either we could use um, floating action uh, or a raise button. Let's see. Let's see what will work out here. So let's import our material.dart file. Create a widget, and let me just reuse this. Unhide, copy that, paste it right here. Okay. Return raise button. Okay, I think it's asking for an onPress function, so let me give that. Okay. And let's go back to the login page and import the submit button.dart file. So let's click save to refresh the app. And there you go. It's a little bit ugly. Alright, so we could customize this a little bit by adding the following. Oh, by the way, let me just okay. So this one is 30. The other one is 10. Okay, so this this email field is a bottom of 10. Password field is bottom of 30. Okay. Right. So let's now move to our submit button. So with the submit button, of course, it requires an onPress function. We could just add a function right here. Print you clicked me. Okay, and then you could customize this a little bit by stating a child, and this child is a text widget which accepts a string. Uh, and let's state login. Okay, and we could add a couple more parameters. Ideally, this should have a color background of colors green if enabled. Okay, and also if it's the text color should be colors dot white. However, uh, by default I want to set this as disabled. So disabled color would be colors dot black, and disabled text color would be colors dot white. Okay, and lastly, let me set the border radius. So I think we could set the shape. Yeah, that's one thing. And then um, let's try that. Let's try adding shape. And this particular shape right here asks for a shape border. Let's search for the documentation for shape border. Shape border. Oh, it's not loading. Shape border class. Okay, so we have, so this one is again an abstract constructor, so let's refer to the implementers. I have a rectangular one, so okay, I could use this rounded rectangular border. So rounded rectangular border, and I press Control Spacebar, so we would know the properties inside. So the border radius. As for the border radius, this accepts a border radius geometry. There's a border radius at 0. Okay, so we have a couple of implementers as well. So border radius dot circular, okay, and 25. And that's it. Okay, our login button is now finished. So basically, our app is quite fancy looking right now. So we now have the uh, image, the two fields, and one button. So in my next video, we will take a step back from the UI element of this mini application, and we will proceed with the logic. Okay, so the business logic component of our app, and I will connect that business logic component to my UI through the use of provider uh, package. So thank you for watching. If you like the video, just like the video. And if you want to support the channel and if you want to continue watching the next videos, then just click the subscribe button so you'll get notified. And that's it. And see you on to the next lesson.